Hey guys, what's up? Decided to come check Old Man Mountain out. Had some reports. I personally seen a Sasquatch up on top of this rock, standing there. At first I thought it was a person, but people don't have hair all over their bodies. I don't know, 6 or 7 inches long, maybe even 8, flapping in the wind, and the way it walked, and it darted back the other side of that rock. But there's been a lot of reports in this area of Sasquatch. There's even been prints casted in this area of Sasquatch. So we're gonna come up here and see what's going on. See if we find anything. Maybe even see one, who knows. But it's a good spot. There's a lot of people that travel this trail. Not a lot, but this is a pretty cool area. It's a real good hot spot. And this point on, there's nothing. Get to say hi. Town is back that way, and then the ridge comes up, and then all of this, if you go up and over the top of that, you'll run into a few houses, but then all of this, there's nothing that way. It's all just wilderness for God knows how long. So it's a good area for them to actually come down. They use these power lines. Old power lines, not used anymore, but they use these power lines to travel and whatnot. Even though that there's no power lines on it, I'm saying, you know, it's an old power line. But yeah, there's been a lot of reports up in this area, so we're going to check it out and see what we find. Hey, maybe even see one. That'd be nice. So we came across this suspicious print right here in the trail. It has no track, like shoe tracks. See how these got shoe tracks? This is mine and Javi's walking around it. This, it just seems flat-footed, and this is about a 12.5 long, and it looks like the toes right here, like a little flip up with the toes. This could be a possible print, and it looks to be let's see, about 5 inches wide. It looks. That's pretty good size, actually. That's another possible print, maybe. Pretty good. It looks flat, like there's no shoe imprint in it. This is the third one we found where there was just one print in the trail. Third one. That's pretty cool. So again, guys, this is the rock that I seen the Sasquatch standing on. Well, we noticed there's a log laying up there on that rock. How the hell did that get up there? It looks like a really good sized log. At least it looks like a log from my point of view. Hey, how'd that get up there, you know? There's one little tree growing up to the right of that. You see what I mean, guys? That's the kind of stuff that they do. They do stuff like that. He could be up there knocking that stick on that rock or anything, you know? That's where I seen the Sasquatch. That's where I personally witnessed one, was up there. This mountain here is full of Squatch, man. I've got so much action and stuff in there. I've got the picture of Sasquatch in there walking through the woods. Pretty good stuff, man. Cheers. Hope you guys can hear me okay. The wind is pretty bad out here, and I wish it would go away, but this is something else that a Sasquatch will do. This rock has been manipulated, it's been set there, and it's been sitting, come up on it, sitting just like this. That almost looks like some kind of symbolism, if you ask me. Like a letter or some kind of language or something, if you ask me. It's kind of cool. Excuse the hurricane that's on top of us. Anyways, yeah, like I said, we're in a good area for Sasquatch. This whole area all around here is real good, but I'm talking about like a traveling point or something. But yeah, that was pretty cool right there. A little bit more evidence, and that's just what they do, guys. That's pretty juicy. So we come up on this spot right here. Kind of looks like a little nesting area, but it's filled with these broken branches everywhere. These old broken branches. It's all been torn off from this tree right here. And as you can see, it's got the original branches on it, all the way up and down on it. But right here, they've all been broken off, and look, they've been all placed in here. Like, you even got kind of an X right here. And this is a perfect vantage point. If I'm standing right here, I'm looking, there's some trails down there. Human trails, there's a trail that goes through there. Old Man Mountain Trail or something like that. Yeah. And you could see you could see one of the trails right there. And there's another one over there maybe. And then people come up and they'll hike all over this little hill right here. That's a perfect vantage point right here for looking out at somebody. But there's all these sticks piled up right here. And here it's almost like there's a little nest area or something. It's pretty crazy. And then you get out over here. And you got all these big cracks. That's the other side of the mountain over there. That wind is terrible. See anything walking around there? I'm having a hard time seeing the monitor here because of the sun. Okay, to be found a little bit of evidence. This is exactly what Sasquatch do. This stick right here, this is not even from here. And it's in a draw. Sasquatch love to use draws to travel in, back and forth. It's an easier way for them to stay hidden. And look, see those leaners over there? Yeah. You see, there's more. Yeah. Where are they pointing? Downwards, huh? Yep. And these leaners, they'll point at a downwards direction. There's another one leaning up right here that doesn't belong in this area, that's laying in a downward position. Possible X, possible, not saying yet definitively. It's possible though, who knows, maybe not. These leaners right here, this is definitely done by them. And look, there's another one right here. There's another one that's a larger one. It's almost in the same direction. And this is shoved up into these trees right here, and it's not even from here. It doesn't even come from here. And it's almost like there's a little X made out of these twigs right here. And look, there's like maybe a possible seat right underneath that. It's old, but maybe another seat. And we didn't find a heck of a lot up in this area. I've never been here before, and it's hit and miss. You know, you hit and miss on things, and you go into one area, find a lot. Usually I find pretty good stuff. I've never been up here before. I just know that there was sightings and reports, and I seen one up on top of the mountain up here. So that's worth an investigation. You guys come and joining me on my investigation, and see what's going on. Look at this. Look at this X that's been placed on the ground right there, and then you got disturbance. You got these like little seats, or these little disturbances. You got this southerly this tree that don't even belong here. Do you see this shit? Yeah. Isn't that fucking cool? Or shit, these guys probably heard me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. And look, you got another small one right back there, all up and down this draw. And they use this draw as means of travel. And we're gonna go check these other leaners out. Look, there's 4 of them right there. There's a bunch of leaners right here. But they use these as means of travel, I believe. They travel up and down these. They could stay hidden and then a lot of other times, whenever there's so much of a human presence, they'll get up on ridges, and they can watch you, and they can see around, determine where they're going to go, and they use means of draws to get to that location to stay hidden. And we're going to go check out these leaners up here. It's just suddenly we found all this evidence right in this little area. You know, granted, it's not like a huge amount of evidence. It's just with these leaners. Like, see this? That's not even from there. It goes straight up into this tree, and this one goes straight up in the tree. And this was originally laying on the ground, but they picked it up. Whoa! And they put it up in there. Same with this guy. This one's not even from here. Leaned it up in there. It's pretty cool. You got your other leaners. These guys here. It's pretty amazing. It's almost like you got an X going on here with these guys. But you got these leaners right here, which is pretty cool because they're tucked up into the tree. Oh, look at that. There's another set of leaners. Usually, too, you'll find 1 to 2 leaners. A lot of times you'll find these 2 leaners like this. There's 2 sitting here. Down there, there's 2. Right there, there's 2. That's awesome. So, this must be an area of, excuse me, means of travel. Actually, I know it is. They use draws a lot. You got this nice little draw right here. They move through this. And look at these leaners right here. In a pairs of 2. They always do pairs of 2. And it's some kind of language, you know. It's some kind of symbolism to them. It means something to them. It's for them. You got them coming up, meeting right up there. And again, these trees aren't even from here. That's just pretty awesome, actually. But this is definitely a little area, and I was just telling Javi about it, how they'll use draws and whatnot, and that's how they move. And sure enough, we got over closer to this draw, and we see all these little leaners from trees that don't even belong in that area, and a lot of them are in pairs of 2. That's amazing. We got this break right here too. Look at this old break right here. It's been snapped down into the bottom there. The Sasquatch, I notice they like to do that too. As they walk, they like to break. They like to break shit as they walk. Breaking branches, breaking tips of trees, snapping, you know, come by and just snap stuff like that. They do things like that. And then they poke their own eye out. And then you hear a bunch of woogie woogie boogie boogie boogie. Anyways, we're going to move back. We're kind of heading back. We're going to move up in this area, kind of right over here, and head up onto the other side and see what else we find. But there appears to be some more evidence. Looks like it's making kind of like an X or some kind of symbolism going on here. That tree is not from there, and it's laying this nice little log laying right up in here. There's a stump below me. It didn't come from that stump. As you can see, that didn't come from there. That was dug in here. That was laid up in there. They like to do that in these Ys. Even their own X's, they take and lay one right down the middle. Stuff they like to do. There's something else a Sasquatch will do. Pick up these. There's already a natural wall here. See these fresh rocks been stacked up in here. It's almost like a blind, so you can look at that trail way off over there. It's almost kind of like a blind, you know, for something fairly large. But all these rocks are, I know humans lifting this up here. These rocks are huge, man. And they're just sitting there. This is something that they do. All these are freshly stacked up on here. And it could be a blind. Getting back, looking out at that meadow, looking at game, looking at maybe people that walk on that trail over there. Maybe, huh? It's pretty darn cool though. There's another little stone laying on top of this rock right here. Look at that. Little rock clacker, little communicator. Don't have to be loud, just subtle, where somebody else can hear it. That's cool. And check out this little rock wall with some sticks and stuff in the inside of it. It's almost like a little nest area behind there. Maybe a little blind, help break up their pattern. Ow! You see this though? It's like a little rock wall. And that's right next to this. And this is also near the draw. And I'm also looking at a pile of rock down here. This looks really weird. Looking around here. Found some really good evidence in this draw, and I knew we would. Look at that. No, isn't that strange? That's not naturally set there and formed there like that. That was placed there, each one of those rocks. They were all placed in for some reason like that. And again, it's right by this draw. That's at the top of the draw. It's pretty cool. Really old fence here. But you got more rock. And the old fence don't mean nothing, guys. I don't want anybody coming in and saying, oh, the rocks are there for the fencing. No, it's not. That fencing's been there longer than God himself. Been there for quite some time.